Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are at Hillside Memorial Park in Culver City, California, and this is a cemetery that I have wanted to visit for a long time. There are a lot of really notable people here, but today we're going to talk about two specific people. I will do more videos from this cemetery, but for the sake of today's video, we have to cut it down a little bit. But we're going to put two legends in this video because they are buried very, very close to each other, and that would be Jack Benny and Michael Landon. Now, starting off with Jack Benny, this guy was an absolute institution. And when you talk about comedy and timing, this guy was the gold standard. Jack Benny was the person that everybody kind of ripped off when they were trying to start TV shows. Johnny Carson was notorious for his timing and kind of letting things go for a little bit. He could be quiet and know when to say something to get the best response out of the audience. All that came from Jack Benny. His comedy timing was second to none, and he was the first person to really do that. Now, for just a little more background, Jack Benny was born in 1894 in Chicago, and he started off playing violin and doing some vaudeville, but he ended up becoming one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. Now, Jack Benny really did it all. He made a name for himself on the radio, he was on TV, he was in films, he was a stand-up comedian, he worked in Lake Tahoe, and I mean, he was just everywhere and he influenced everybody. When they had his funeral here at Hillside Memorial Park, it was one of the most widely attended funerals in the history of this place. And some of the names that came to his funeral here on site were Ronald Reagan, Walter Matthau, Mel Blanc, Groucho Marx, Jack Lemmon, Milton Berle, Danny Thomas, George Burns, Bob Hope. The list goes on and on. And they were all out here walking right down this walkway right here because Jack Benny is actually inside this mausoleum right here. In October of 1974, Jack Benny, he was starting to have some stomach pains, and he ended up, an examination showed that he had inoperable pancreatic cancer, and he went into a coma just before Christmas in 1974, passing away the day after Christmas on December 26, 1974, at the age of 80 years old. And he was friends with, I mean, George Burns, Bob Hope, Frank Sinatra, Johnny Carson, Ronald Reagan. He was the gold standard, but he's laid to rest right here. Jack Benny with his wife Mary. Now, maybe I'm just weird thinking like this, but just to think there were 2,500 people here for his funeral, all these big names. Some of them are laid to rest here at this cemetery. But just the fact that you can come here now when there's nobody here, it's just quiet, it's peaceful, probably as they would have wanted it. But I mean, one of Hollywood's elites right here, Jack Benny. Now, not too far away from Jack Benny, we're going to go out these doors here, and we're going to visit the final resting place of another Hollywood legend, and this is actor Michael Landon. Now, Michael Landon was a very popular actor. He was kind of at the top of his game. He was in Bonanza, he was in Little House on the Prairie, a lot of other things. He appeared on the cover of TV Guide 22 times, second only to, I believe, Lucille Ball. But he is laid to rest right inside of this private area here. Now, he's another one that passed away really early on, 54, I believe it was. In April of 1991, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and it was inoperable, it was terminal, and Michael Landon believed that it was his smoking and drinking that had caused it. Right after the diagnosis, he appeared on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and he was talking about it, and he said that he was going to fight the disease. He asked fans to pray for him. And a few days after his appearance on the show, he underwent successful surgery for a life-threatening blood clot. But not too long after that, he succumbed to his illness. July 1st of 1991, he passed away in his Malibu home at the age of only 54. Being that this is a private mausoleum, a lot of fans do come and pay their respects, and they do leave things by this tree right outside the door. So fans do still come out here and visit. A beautiful and a peaceful area here. Try to show you what I can in here. As always, I try to be as respectful as I can when visiting these places. But that's really all there is for today's video. I will do a lot more videos from this location, so stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of good stuff coming up. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care, everybody.